What's up, boys? So we got to talk about something. Yesterday morning, I ran my first half marathon. I've been training for about 3 months, working, trying to prepare myself. Ran the half marathon in an hour, 52 minutes. Really good. Anything under 2 hours is pretty good. But I'll say this, guys, is that later on in the day, I actually went to my prom for my high school. And I'll tell you guys that I honestly because I've been kind of worrying about prom for a little while. I'll be honest, I'll be completely transparent. Like, worry about prom because of like all the people there and maybe not having friends to go with and that kind of shit. And I've said this before in a boxing video, but whenever you do something that's so challenging, like the half marathon, like it kicked my ass. It really did test me mentally and physically, both the training for it and literally the marathon itself. It really did test this type of person that I wish to be. Because whenever you go running, especially it was after mile 10, where just your knees, your feet, your ankles, everything is in so much pain, and literally you're running out of energy. You keep on pounding off of gel and off of water, but you literally just have to go off of willpower at a certain point. At least I did. I had to go off of pure willpower. And afterwards, when I went to prom, no sort of anxiety, no sort of no sort of being scared at all. Does that make any sense? I had a really good time. I stayed there the entire night, and I talked to so many people. I hung out with friends, talked to so many people, talked to new people. And I'll tell you guys this, we always look at pain as this thing that we always have to keep avoiding. But I'm telling you guys that whenever you actually voluntarily go into pain, go into struggle, this is the stuff that actually changes you. People always talk about setting up these self-improvement routines and all this shit. Bro, you want to get results? Go put yourself in stressful, painful situations, ones that are actually good for you. And I promise you that that's where all the benefit comes from. See, we always okay, I'll tell you guys this. I'm somebody who has been meditating for 4 or 5 fucking years. I've been meditating for a long time. Before I even started any self-improvement or working out or anything, I meditated. I'll tell you guys this, to be completely honest with you guys, there gets to a certain point that sitting down, being still and being mindful, it's great. But honestly, if you really want to be in a calm state, you just gotta get out of your mind. You have to put yourself through stressful situations, put yourself through the worst of the worst to really appreciate that life is not that complicated. I had this idea that prom was going to be trash and maybe I won't be able to fit in, and I'm gonna try and leave as soon as I can. But whenever I had that half marathon, everything felt easy. I could go talk to girls and not have a thought in my mind being scared. I talk with confidence, I walk with confidence. It's everyone always talking about these tricks to be confident and these magic words that say, dude, you want to be confident, just be the type of dude who you just do other stuff, you do actual stuff outside of this. So many people, it's so easy to be above average because all you have to do is do what average people don't do, which is the really fucking hard stuff. How many people are gonna go run a half marathon? Not a whole lot of fucking people are gonna try to do that. So we always talk about building confidence and these really slow progressive ways. I'm telling you guys right here, if you want to build really good confidence, just do what other people don't do, because automatically people are going to be attracted to you. They're going to be brought in by you because you're somebody who you have shit to talk about. Hey, I went to go run a half marathon this morning. You want to see the video? It's I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm saying this to give you guys advice. Just push yourself. Really do push yourself, because I used to be the type of person who I would avoid any sort of pain. I would always try to make my life easier. And to be honest with you guys, that's kind of why I started self-improvement. I wanted to start self-improvement because I wanted to try and find the best ways to avoid pain. I wanted to try the best ways to because I believe that, if I work out, if I do this, I do that my life will be easier. Let me tell you right now, if you're going on self-improvement to make your life easier, then you have it all completely wrong. We start self-improvement not to make life easier, but rather to gain strength to endure the trials and tribulations of life. And then slowly, once you actually get into self-improvement, once you get in the gym, once you start to go approaching people, once you start going trying to build your business, you're going to start to realize more that like, I honestly fucking love this. Like, I love this pain. Like, once you find that stuff that you do, maybe it's working out, maybe it's building a business, maybe it's reading a bunch of books, you start to realize more that when you endure like these hardships that you actually genuinely care about, it feels so good. Like, you don't think about the pain, you think about how good it feels. Like, that's how pain changes you. You go from being this person who always tries to avoid everything that's coming at you, who tries to avoid the problems of life, to this person where you're like, I love this. Like, let me tell you guys, training for the half marathon kicked my fucking ass. Because right now, like, I'm trying to do a whole lot of different stuff. And training for it, going on like these 5-mile runs is fucking ass. But seriously, like, I can't explain to you guys, like, it's painful, but I keep going because like, I'm not trying to sound like a masochist, but the pain is so rewarding. So many people, they try to avoid pain, they run away from it because they're scared of what's going to happen. Don't live your life like this. Do not live your life like so many people where you go through life trying to avoid pain like it's something that you can just always avoid. It's always in the bag. You have to think about it like this. There's always going to be pain in your life. There's going to be pain everywhere in your life. But you, instead of like trying to like diminish it or trying to ignore it, instead, like, find the pains that you're like, find the things that you're willing to accept pain from. Like, for instance, I'm willing to accept the pain of trying to find like specific books for like maybe a subject. I'm completely fine with we're trying to find specific research on a type of supplement or a type of workout. Or I'm acceptant of the pain of working out, trying to bench more weight. Like, find the pains that like honestly like you are willing to accept. That's how that's like the best approach to take whenever you're trying to get better. And I'll tell you guys, once you actually find these pains, then you'll start to naturally become a more confident person. Like, this inadvertently boosts your confidence so much, is whenever you are this person, because you start to realize more that like, these interactions you have with people, trying to start conversations with new people, it's so much easier whenever you have been through tougher shit. Whenever you've been in like really shit, whenever you've been in stressful situations, then stuff like interacting with people, trying to talk to girls, trying to be a more like conversational person is so much easier. That's all I have for you boys.